Hello, welcome to the Eurosteppin podcast. My name is Kevin. This is
Don.
What is up, everybody? I want to start today's episode off saying happy birthday to Brandon. He was one of our guests a while back. If you go back, listen to our 4-hour episode. That's with our boy Brandon. So happy birthday to the king. Um, yeah, not a lot has been happening in sports lately. With that, you brought up a great idea in our text that I think we should definitely do. Do you have a song of the week?
Um, UGK by Lucky is probably my song of the week.
That is a
My
solid
voice
song.
is fucked up. You don't even know what song that is.
I've heard it. Asshole.
Okay.
Uh, Mine, I'm gonna be honest, I've been listening to a lot of old Bruno Mars, and I'm gonna go with
What?
Runaway Baby by Bruno Mars as my first ever song of the week. Bro, that should go hard.
You weren't gonna convince me on this.
Bro, I promise you.
Next, no, I'm not. I'm not doing this.
Oh man. Well, very big thing in sports. I don't know if you saw. Serena Williams said that her career is winding down. One of the best female athletes, one of the best athletes in general, in all around sports. It's going to be very interesting seeing the tennis world whenever she is no longer playing.
Yeah. I mean, I don't really have much to add just because I've never really watched tennis, but good for her.
Yeah,
I know she's won a lot of shit, so.
yeah, she's going to focus on raising her daughter. Definitely a great choice. Whenever someone finally decides it's time to hang it up, I definitely enjoy it whenever it's for a family reason or something like that. So shouts out Serena Williams. Shout out Venus Williams too. Great tennis player. I believe she had like health problems that really kind of impacted her career. Um, but both the Williams sisters amazing. I don't know if you've seen the movie with Will Smith that's dedicated to their father, but it's also a great movie. Just seeing how much their father motivated them. Obviously, some of it is overdone to be put in a movie, but still insane what both of them have been able to do. Um, I don't know if you have seen actually. Did you see what happened to Marshawn Lynch?
Yeah, he got a DUI today.
Yeah, he got a DUI. On top of the DUI, he got he had a unregistered vehicle slash trailer. He also got a refused surrender proof. I think that's for refusing a breathalyzer test. Um, so right now his bail is 3,300. He can afford it easily, but it'll be interesting whenever his full like court hearing comes, like what they'll do. I think you can like have to go to jail for a little bit for it. Um, but it's a very interesting news. I was shocked to hear Marshawn Lynch, um, and I was sad to hear it in a negative matter such as that. Um,
Bro, his eyes were literally fucking shut closed.
I'm looking at the picture right now.
There's not
Who,
much to feel sorry for.
whoever let this man drive, arrest that person too. If you just look at his mugshot, you can see, even after a while after drinking, yeah, that man is faded to hell. Um,
Yeah, it's really bad.
it's not good. It's a very bad look. Staying on the football side, actually. Um, have you seen? Do you know who Jordan Davis is?
Not at all.
He's this rookie. He's big ass dude from Georgia. I believe he's like 6'8", 300 something pounds. But even with all that size, like he is like fast as hell. Um, and there's a video of him during training camp. He's just making an offensive lineman look like a child. Like he pushes him back 10 yards straight up, just basically lifting him off his feet. Jordan Davis, I was shocked how far back he went. I understand he's a defensive tackle, but like whenever you're as physically gifted of a player as like Jordan Davis seems to be, I don't know how he doesn't go like top three, top four. I definitely might send you some Jordan Davis like highlights because this is a scary, scary man. Um,
Yeah, I know nothing about football nowadays, honestly. So
yeah, I don't know many of the rookie. Who was the? I don't even remember who the first overall pick this year was.
I couldn't tell you.
Damn. Yeah, I really can't think of it. Wow. Um, with that, actually, I have a just one more like football thing to kind of go into with you. Um, they have the betting odds for Super Bowl have come out, or more recent ones, since we're about to start the season and everything. And right now, it has the two highest odds being the Buffalo Bills or your Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Um, Looking at this list, it's one is the Bills, two are the Bucks, three the Chiefs, four Packers, five Rams, and then six are the Chargers. I find it shocking that I know the Bengals aren't like the best team in the league, but they're not on like the top six. I don't believe they're even in the top 10 of teams right now. And like just coming off a Super Bowl season, Joe Burrow looked amazing. Jamar Chase looked amazing. Both of them are going to get better. I imagine Joe Mixon will get better. The defense should get better. And just to leave them off the top 10 in general is very shocking to me. Definitely whenever I see a team like the Denver Broncos up here in the top 10. Um, the Broncos, like, yeah, they brought in Russell Westbrook or West Russell Westbrook. They brought in Russell Wilson this season, but like the let Russ eat movement didn't really work in Seattle, so like why should I believe it's going to work in Denver with a team that in my opinion feels worse than that Seattle team? Um it's just insane to me. The Chargers also being sixth. I like the Chargers a lot. They added some great defensive help in Khalil Mack this offseason. Justin Herbert looks like an absolute monster of quarterback. I expect him to get better. I feel like they should definitely be higher than. I'm sorry to say it, Donald. I feel like they're better than the Bucks. My top three would be the Bills, Rams, and Chargers. Um, Chargers or Chiefs, honestly, but I don't know. Every single year, ever since Brady's turned 40, I've grown less and less in believing him. He always proves me wrong, but
I mean, I can't really answer or have a real opinion on that. I'm a fake football fan, so it doesn't
you gotta be
like.
real this year. They got Julio Jones and Tom Brady.
I'm gonna probably still watch maybe 3 games all year. I really don't care for football too much anymore.
Yeah, it's never been my favorite. Like I love college football. NFL is not really my thing. Just due to how much the owners truly don't care about the players and stuff like that. Or I guess they now want to be called governors rather than owners. But just how much they show they don't care about the safety and health of their players and everything like that. It just rubs me the wrong way. Definitely whenever my main sport that I watch is like basketball, where owners go out of their way, it seems like, to make sure players are safe. Um, it's just shocking what the NFL does, in my opinion. Uh, huh?
Nothing, nothing,
Oh,
nothing.
okay. Um, Another thing that's happened, this one's on the baseball side. Chris Sale, this man cannot stay away from injury. He's just been announced done for the season as he just had to get surgery on his wrist after a bike accident. Um, he was currently just coming back from, I believe, Tommy John. And in his first game back, in the first inning, a ball came right up and hit him in the hand, broke his pinky, so he was out. It seemed like he could come back this season, but now due to this bike injury, um, he's done for the year. Boston seems done for the year. Boston is just wildly confusing. I don't know what their plans are. They still haven't re-signed Rafi Devers. They still haven't gained any traction with Xander Bogaerts. They traded Christian Vasquez, so they're not trying for a championship, it would appear. Um, Boston Red Sox are just a very, very confusing team to me. Um, and this injury does not make it any better. Um, yeah, I was very excited for Chris Sale to return. I'm a big Chris Sale fan. I saw him start with the White Sox, destroying the Cubs whenever he would pitch, of course. But I like to see greatness, and Chris Sale throughout his career has been great. One of the best strikeout pitchers I've seen. So hopefully now he can come back from this bike injury next season and actually play some baseball. But we'll see with that. Um, and then have you seen any bit of this Yankees um fall apart in the past 26 games?
Uh,
In the past 26 games, Brandon's New York Yankees have gone 10 and 16. Um, they're just finding it hard to win games. This started July 9th, this 26 game skid. Their batting, shockingly, has actually gotten better compared to their hot start of this season. So it's not the bats in any way. Meanwhile, like pitching stats, their pitchers went from averaging five, or starting pitching, this is, went from averaging 5.6 innings per start with a 3.14 ERA to 5.1 innings with a 4.92. They're pitching less innings. They're allowing close to 2 runs more a game. Um, and that's leaving a lot of a burden on the New York Yankee pitching bullpen when they also just lost Michael King for the year. So not only is it a hurt bullpen, but it's a bullpen that's having to pick up more innings in worse situations due to their pitchers giving up more runs. And they're not responding either. Before this skid, the bullpen had a 2.62 ERA. Um, win probability added is a just stat that's used to kind of show collectively whenever anybody in your bullpen comes into the game, what the chances you or how many wins they add to your team. It's kind of like war in a way. Um, but they had a positive 6.77 whenever anybody in their bullpen would come into a game. But since July 9th, whenever this started, they're down to a 4.18 ERA, which, like I said, it was a 2.62. And they have a negative win probability added at negative 3.2. Um, their pitching is completely to blame for this. I know New York fans like to blame Aaron Boone. I don't blame Aaron Boone for this. I think it's all injuries. Um, you're just whenever you lose Michael King, he's been one of the best relievers this year. Um, Garrett Cole has had a resurgence this year. He had a very slow year last year, but he's done great coming back. Seems like Spider Tack is back, so he's happy about that. Definitely helping with his pitching rotation. But the Yankees right now, like it's very shocking. They're one of the first teams actually to undergo a slump like this and have at the same time a positive run differential. Although they're 6 games below 500 in these past 26 games, they're plus 23 runs. So whenever they're losing games, they're very close. Whenever they're blowing teams out, they did it yesterday. They beat Seattle 9-4. Um, so I don't really know what to do. Obviously, trade deadline's done. They tried to strengthen their bullpen. They tried to strengthen their rotation. They did that by getting Frankie Montas as a starter for their bullpen. They got Scott Frost from the Cubs. They got Lou Trevino from the Athletics. I believe they got one more player, but I can't remember who it was. But they definitely tried. I think it comes down to a lot of bad luck. I think it will turn around. They're still odds-on favorite to win the AL East. So Yankees fans, I've been saying it from the beginning. You might believe you suck, but you do not. Definitely whenever you have Aaron Judge hitting for you.
Yeah, I agree with everything you.
Yeah. Um, Baseball season's coming to an end, or it's getting close to an end. They have just played game 110, so they got 52 games left in the season. Obviously, a large number, but in terms of how long a baseball season is, basically two-thirds of the way done. Um, right now, the best team in the league has been the Dodgers, and they don't show any signs of slowing down. They're on an 8 game win streak right now. Dodgers are on fire. The Padres even asked after freeing Juan Soto, like I've been begging and pleading for. They're on a 5 game losing streak. Once again, Fernando Tatis is hurt for them. But still to go on a 5 game losing streak and have that continue for every game that you've had Juan Soto is shocking to me. They definitely need to shore up their pitching staff as their bats are hitting. To go into our teams, the Rays, they're there. They're a wild card team, right? Or they're the first team out of the wild card. It appears right now, but they're only half a game behind. So your Tampa Bay Rays are doing good. They seem like they're at least a playoff team. Still very shocked by Brett Phillips, but things that have really been affecting them lately have been good old Shane O'Mac. Shane McClanahan hasn't been pitching well as of late. I expect that to turn around. He's an all-star starting pitcher. Um, and man's been absolutely on fire this season. I don't expect that to go away at all in the next like 10 years. I expect him to have a very solid career. Um, so I expect to see the Rays in the playoffs. Um, Meanwhile, my Chicago Cubs, we're in the dumps. But it's fine. I'm fine with it. I'm not unhappy with the team. We kept Wilson Contreras, Ian Happ through the trade deadline. It was shocking, but as long as we re-sign those guys, I'm happy about it. You can't let them go for nothing. If they just walk in free agency, then I'll be a little bit pissed off as a fan. But if you just re-sign them, that's perfectly fine to me. I expect to suck this year. I expect to suck next year. But it's all about getting those prospects, which we've done ever since deciding to blow up the team last season, where we traded Rizzo, Bryant, Baez. And I think we're doing it in the right way. I hope we're doing it in the right way. I know until the day I read David Ross has been fired as the Cubs head coach, which will be a sad day for me. I love David Ross, but I know the day I see that is the day the Cubs will be contenders again. He's just there as a fan favorite coach to make fans happy, and then whenever it's finally time to start winning games again, they're going to bring in a true full on head coach to do so. Um, but other than that, I don't have much else sports going on.
Um, the only thing I had written down was Britney Griner going to jail for 9 years.
Yes. That is that is very interesting. I think the sentence is overdone a little bit just due to the fact um, Russia wants to trade prisoners. So I think they're doing 9 years to make it so U.S. is like, shit, okay, we have to trade him. I imagine if they um, gave her 1 to 2 years, it would be little bit less incentive for the United States to want to try and give some Russian prisoners. But it's very weird talking about a trade happening between country for prisoners, but that's what's about to happen for Britney Griner. We'll see whenever that trade goes through the front office. But
That shit
yeah,
is terrible.
it's true though. Joe Biden, the general manager of the United States, has to get the trade done.
Oh my god.
That does remind me of some NBA stuff I forgot to bring up. Your boy Paolo Banchero is being bullied by DeJounte Murray, who is truly just bullying everybody right now. Have you seen like the stuff going on with Paolo and DeJounte?
DeJounte's a clown, dude.
he he is getting him. This is some WWE prime time script writing.
It's not even Paulo. He's doing this to guys that fucking work at fucking McDonald's and just got off their fucking shift.
He's
Like,
going off. He's just bullying everybody. But like the stuff with Paulo, where he's calling him like soft. He's calling saying like he's changed as a human since he's been the number one overall pick. Now it feels to me like he's script writing in order to make people go to Orlando Magic, Atlanta Hawk games. I know I'm definitely interested after all that's been happening, but holy shit, if this is like a legit beef, it DeJounte going wild just out of nowhere. He went from one of the quietest players in the league to just all of a sudden wanting to kill every single person.
you know, he's a clown.
I'm definitely excited for the first series between them. Um, and then the final thing that I have basketball wise that I was reminded of is Kevin Durant just doubling down on wanting to be traded. He went to Joe Tsai today, or Joe Tsai yesterday, um, saying just once again, it's I want to be traded. He did give the ultimatum of you can keep me, but in order to keep me, you have to fire Marks, the general manager, along with Steve Nash, the head coach. And Joe Tsai's response to that was he's backing his front office, and it looks like just a Kevin Durant deal is going to get done at some point. Based on tweets by Ben Simmons, I would assume he's expecting to get traded as well, due to the amount of players the Brooklyn Nets cannot get due to Ben Simmons being on a rookie extension deal. Um, we'll see. I saw the Pelicans actually showed up as front runners, or not front runners, but teams making a strong push to try and get him. A package from them would be very interesting to me. I imagine it would revolve around either Zion to make it a quick and easy package, or it would be Brandon Ingram, um, Kira Lewis, a bunch of picks, other younger guys. I'd imagine your boy. Grand Theft Alvarado. Um, but it's very interesting. I hope the trade gets done soon, just to add some spice to the NBA year. That would also add some fire for probably Kyrie Irving to be like, okay, if you're trading Kevin Durant, I really want to be out of here. Um, so we're just waiting on that NBA wise. And beyond that, I imagine we can just expect to see DeJounte Murray continuing to bully people.
Yeah, that's interesting with the whole KD thing.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how it goes. Um, did you also like LeBron James is apparently offered a contract extension, but he's not accepting it because of course he wants to play um, with Bronny whenever Bronny finally enters the league. So he's like reluctant to sign a deal until that offseason when he knows his son has gotten drafted by a team to play with him. But it's just causing a discourse with the Lakers, it appears, just because their future's uncertain. They don't have any young pieces. So the Lakers got to be the most fucked like organization right now in the NBA, in my opinion. I don't know how to fix what's happening there, but good luck, Lakers fans.
Yeah, honestly, that's rough.
Yeah, like, do you trade Anthony Davis? If so, like, what can you get for Anthony Davis at this point with his injury problems? I feel like you can't trade LeBron James. Um, I don't know what is happening in LA. But with that, I don't have anything else like sports related. Do you got anything?
No, I don't.
All right, all right. Um, once again, shouts out Brandon. Happy birthday, my guy. Um, is it a gun or fuck? Is it a purse? Is it a bag? There is a gun inside. Lip gloss is outside. Will we ever know? Peace.